inquisitorial cruiser. They attempted to open a portal, and you, right as the Wraith guards started pouring out, they would have completely swarmed the ship, and the Emperor knows how much damage they would have done if you hadn't been there. Duskin pulled up his rocket launcher, aimed it at the portal, fired it, and it went through. Huge explosion. The portal device was destroyed. And there's a huge crater in the ground, but not before one Wraith guard left. The Eldar warlocks now look over concerned as they see a whole squad of Death Watch approaching. This Eldari is going to turn around, James being unconscious. He's going to look at you, Stefan. He is towering, and he seems to be hovering towards you right
now. Also, I'm not on the screen. I'm on the home screen.
Yeah, Shin here.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go. Poof.
So this Eldar Warlock is staring down at me, correct?
From where you're standing, there's not really down or up behind the battle map.
You would see humanoid figure wearing power armor, dark green color with administratum robes covering it. It has embroidered upon itself different runes, ensuring the sanctity of his equipment, and his soul depicting a tree and various names of saints that have persevered against many threats that plague humanity and its worlds. You would see his righteous bolter being overused, beginning to smoke. The Eldar knows he fired many shots. He wonders how many rounds does it have left, and if Stefan were not to wear his helmet, the foul Xenos would see a face of concern.
Awesome. The Eldari turns around. His presence is horrifying. He hovers towards you. As he comes closer, you feel the earth vibrating underneath you. There is definitely something highly unnatural about this creature, a presence. By his side, you see a large sword. It is beaming with energy. He also has a pistol on his side. He hovers towards you, reaching his arms out to the side. It's like being in front of your worst nightmare. I actually want you to do a fair one chance check, unless you have JD.
Stefan is from Strola Progenium, a single year on such a training regiment ensured that Stefan will know no such fear.
Also,
he has the jaded threat trait.
Yes. Good RP, love it. You get an inspiration point. The warlock is gonna basically sheath his sword, holding his hands out to either side. He immediately gathers them towards you, as if he's like in water and waving all the water to create a wave towards you. And as his hands are pointed towards you, you can do a willpower test.
Is it a psychic power?
It is. It's gonna be difficult to beat this one.
Well, I hope that the +1 will help. Success with 6 additional.
6 additional. Okay, then I actually have to calculate here.
I'd actually have to use math.
That is very, very good. Let's see. 6 additional?
Yep.
In addition to the first?
Yep.
Wow.
With 6 additional.
Well, you resisted. Very nice. The psychic effect is resisted. The Eldari, completely shocked at your reaction, he like twitches one hand to the side to try to order you somewhere. And as you stand there, what expression does he see?
He would see the emotionless face of the Lepnos pattern power armor, mainly that is worn by the Ecclesiarchy and the Righteous Crusaders that hail from there. It would hear through the small cracks that he might initially had on Stefan's mind, his voice saying, "My soul is in the charge of the Emperor, foul witch. What hope do you have of overtaking it?"
Nice. Oh yeah, we were missing Pridwin as well. Now he's on this
No,
one.
Prodwin is dead.
He's not. Well, he is.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He both
Yeah,
is
well,
and
yeah.
isn't. He's on this roll 20, doesn't it? Rustwalker 98,
Oh, yeah.
since we're like doing distracting stuff, can you change your name on Discord to on roll 20 to your character name, parentheses, your Discord name? Rustwalker,
Good.
Yeah.
can you go into settings on the roll 20 app? On the page, go to settings, display name. Perfect. Cool skid. Roll initiative.
Okay. Initiative. Let's see. Where's that?
I think the first day requires a token to click.
He has it.
Ah, yes, there it is.
While you do that, James is asleep.
Is unconscious.
Asleep. What do you do?
Okay, so Duskin is going to drop the one knee, and as he drops down, more flakes of paint come off his armor. He is aiming the rocket launcher at the Wraith Guard and shoots off his second to last rocket, whispering to himself, "Please, Emperor, let this hit true."
So you're gonna see Duskin.
And it hits with 1 additional degree. Wraith Guard. So as the rocket shoots off, says he's lit up by what he called the discharge, and you'll see a guy obviously wearing a rebreather, what he called an environmental suit, but you can see a enforcer armor underneath, which is quite frankly seen the best of days. It looks as though it's been patched up in places, but it's been a rush job which hasn't actually been finished as yet. It's still functional, but it has seen better days.
Awesome. Launcher goes off and hits the Wraith Guard.
And jams.
No, that's
No, it's
does
not.
it jam on
sorry,
a
it's
one?
just a 1.
Oh.
No, I can re-roll a 1 though.
Oh yeah, you have Emperor's Hammer, or what's it called? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not gonna get a 1 anyway, so. But it hits for 22 damage. 10.
explosion goes off. Beautiful. So you can hear a loud shriek as the huge explosion goes off. What is the area of the damage?
It is a what do you call it? A crack missile. So there is no. It's basically an anti-armor missile.
Armor, yeah. Okay. You're gonna hear basically a thud,
And
bunk,
with
and
that-
little like blast, little hollow blast inside the Wraith Guard. The side of its armor blows up. And you see like this girders almost sticking out of its chest. The functionality of one of the arms is a little reduced, but it's still.
Okay, Duskin's seeing that the thing is still up. If you look over at him, you'll see a rather concerned face as he reaches into the pouch to reload the last crack missile.
Beautiful. Lamont.
And that's me done.
Lamont.
I'm gonna look at this walker and be somewhat amazed by its beautiful machinery and whatnot. Just comment, oh, what a shame. Destroy that beautiful piece of technology. As I raise my plasma gun.
There's an enemy here and there's an enemy here.
Oh. Okay.
To give you an overview.
Oh. That was loud.
Okay, so you're shooting a plasma gun?
Yes. Be shooting at this walker. Do I have the range of it?
Use
I'm
a
still
range
unsure.
tool. Use a range tool.
Oh yeah.
So ready?
Oh yeah, I'm within range. I believe I will use the maximum feature within this plasma gun.
Maximal? Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. I believe I just need to just press hit on this button, yes?
Yep.
Okay. And is it possible that I can aim, or is that something I can't do?
It's a half action to aim and a half action to shoot.
Okay.
So, yeah, you basically aim a half aim.
Okay. And am I in short range from it?
Depends on your
yes.
range of your weapon.
It's about 90 meters.
Yes, it's 90 meters, so you'll be, well, you're shooting at plus 10, so it'll be, yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, it's short range.
Okay. And I will say it's a standard. Wait a second. Is maximum a standard attack?
Yes, it's standard.
Okay. And there shouldn't be any modifiers to it, yes?
No.
Okay.
Wait, the size modifier.
That is true.
Oh.
That doesn't matter. You hit with 40 with 5 degrees. So plasma gun goes off. Single or what?
Just a single shot.
You see a blue bolt charging on your gun as soon as you pick it up. You spend a couple of seconds just like training the shot, trying to hit the top half of the body. As you release the plasma weapon, this blast, this blue orb quickly shoots across the room, illuminating the floor and the space marine in front of you. And then it hits the chest. No, left arm of the Wraith Guard. Press the damage button. Damage.
Le damage.
Press the damage button.
Yeah, you still have to press the damage button on the plasma weapon.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, Righteous Fury.
You also
Yeah.
have to roll another 1d10. That
1d5.
because it's on maximum. No,
Oh,
1d10
yeah.
is maximum. Yeah. So roll a 1d10 and a 1d5.
Okay. And
Fuck.
if I
Hey,
can
That
remember-
thing is armed, just like it took mine.
So
Yeah, it's
the
probably
hit
loses
is, the hit is for the left arm, I think, and damage is 25, penetration 8,
So yeah.
and so the hit is for the left arm, damage is 25, penetration 8, and 1d5 to the 1 on the result of Righteous Spirit.
Okay. Basically, the arm nearly goes off its hinges. Electricity like twitches through the body. You can see sparks going off, smoke. Something catches fire suddenly. As the thing moves forward, its arm is sort of impaled into its body, and it's half as high in its chest as the other elbow, as the other shoulder. And the cool guy is sending me messages. Are you? What is the thing? You have some problems?
some type of electronic gibberish keeps on like entering my into my audio.
Is it my voice whenever I talk?
No, it's definitely not your voice. It's something else. It's like a sound effect.
No, we don't. So
Okay,
the thing is
I
almost
heard
there.
about 2 of those, but I'm not hearing them anymore.
So well,
Stefan will. The Xenos will see Stefan.
sorry, what was the critical effect? One.
Yes.
I'm gonna say just the sparkles and current fire. A little fire or something.
Oh, nice. Stefan with the Xenos, the Warlock, would see Stefan as it rifles through one of its the power armor's magnetic pockets, and he would produce an injector. And just as the Xenos were to grow concern of this new development, Stefan would handle the bolter differently as it holds it through its pistol grip, aiming at the Xenos, letting fire take its body, letting the holy bolts wash across its wicked form. He's free to try. Oh shit, that's the plug. Oh, am I on the right character? No way.
Minus 40 to dodge.
I don't know, I haven't shot yet. Just roll and I'll tell you the modifier to subtract from additional degrees.
Okay, we're waiting for you to roll.
Yes, minus 40 to dodge.
Minus 40. Okay, that's a dodge.
Power field,
Success.
so as the Xenos flinches, he's saved by the foul, corrupted machinery that holds the 2 bolt shells as they were ready to strike its ledge in midair as they detonate harmlessly.
Beautiful. Anyone want to control Spice Marines?
Yeah, spice shells.
Spice Boys. Spice Boys.
Yeah, I familiarize myself with the Space Marines. So, Jerisian would proceed to rave his chainsword, striking at the giant machinery before him. And he will melee attack it. Start his chainsword. Swift attack. Hits so plus 9. Okay, there he manages to swing 3 times at the machinery, at the water. Does it dodge or parry or anything?
Swing 3 times.
In that case, I will deal damage if it doesn't avoid.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. Oh, he's probably an alien shit.
So he deals the damage.
There he is. It's a melee attack, did you say?
Yes.
Right. Parry. See, he's gonna parry.
Okay.
With a ghost sword.
Does it have the power field effect?
It does not.
Ah.
He successfully parries.
How many times?
Well, in the first one, what happens? So he parries it.
With how many degrees of success does he have to block 3 attacks?
No, we can just take the first one first. So he blocks it.
Oh.
You have a force, he doesn't.
Yes, he blocks the first attack.
But there's a force one.
It's a force weapon of the alien.
You have a force weapon, right?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
sure.
just
No,
a
it's a
chainsword.
chainsword.
Ah, it's a chainsaw, okay.
Oh, you're thinking of Doc. Doc has a force shield.
He's just gonna block that, and then you try to strike again. He's gonna block the next one. You say 3 hits.
Yes. He has to make a parry with 2 additional
I don't
degrees
think
to block all of
anything
them.
bad happens if you, even though it's a lot bigger.
No, nothing. Even a normal sword can block the attack.
It's
Yeah.
just like this huge Final Fantasy sword. He's blocking this tiny sword. He succeeds.
Yeah, so you'd see with unnatural speed as Jerusian makes an edge strike with a twist at the end, attempting to disembowel it. However, it predicts its Jerusian blurring motions just in time. And that's pretty much it. Do the others start this act or?
If you want, it's totally up to you.
Through the Astartes box, Jurisian voice is heard. The foul Xenos machinery stands against our Emperor. Destroy it. Rain holy fire upon it. Reduce it to ashes. Prepare the demolition charges. As the Astartes, as Dustin would hear the Astartes next to him, the magnetic locks securing the bolters to their armor as they begin to equip Astartes track grenades.
Oof. Also, I'm gonna say they move probably as well.
Yes. And they also do one move after that.
He's gonna attack with his crossbow. You wanna parry?
I don't know which. Yes, but I don't know which is higher, either the dodge or the weapon skill. Let me check. Second. Dodge. Yeah, he will attempt to parry. So he parries 6 attacks.
So he's gonna meet the Wraith Guard. Only a Space Marine will be able to parry this attack, as the Wraith Guard's sword is gigantic. Comes up from above, slamming into his armor. Teresian is going to turn around just in time, lead the weapon down into the ground, sort of jams down there. The Wraith Guard leans back, sort of bracing on its back leg, takes a step back with his left leg. And Duskin, we can hear you clicking. You might want to do push to talk or something. And then it's gonna go off. The Wraith Cannon is fucking-gantic. And it's currently holding it in one arm, and it's going to shoot at this guy.
Fuck, I don't know from which chapter he hails from. The Space Marine armor begins to glow with a purplish color due to the foul Xenos technology being aimed at it as it charges a most wicked attack upon his soul. It is not impressed. It will proceed to dodge, making a very swift combat roll. Much better.
Oh no.
What happened?
Can I use an inspiration?
Nah, man. These NPCs.
Into the warp with ye.
Into the warp. Into the warp you go.
I really hope it wasn't Constantius' favorite NPC.
Me too. Okay.
Secretly, you cannot do though.
Are you ready?
I am. Well, fuck, it's so close to Stefan, he's just gonna look. Wait, was.
You take 30 energy damage, penetration 6. There's some other stuff as well. Ignoring 6 unnatural toughness.
So they have Jerusian's stats, correct?
No, they actually have different stats. Just note it down because this brother might be dead.
Okay, so
30 damage, 6 penetration, ignore 6 toughness.
ignore 6 toughness.
There's
How much
a
toughness?
terrible thing about this weapon which you may not like. It has blast 1.
Oh, motherfucker! You cannot just fucking say that, my dude.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that
Oh
important.
no.
Okay, well, should I
Stefan, dodge.
dodge?
Wait, is it blast of 1 meter or 2?
1.
Oh no.
You know what? Because I'm 100% sure of myself, I'm gonna use a fate point to give me a +10.
Okay.
bold of me, I know.
So there we go.
Success with 1 additional. Fuck, that one, the fate point was well spent.
You know what you have to do? You gotta
Wow.
move out of the thing. You want to move there or there?
No, closer to the witch.
Yeah, so you see the weapon going off. You know the quality of the weapon. As soon as the bolt flies towards the Space Marine, jump to the side, lean on the wall, and the blast goes off. And it's a warp weapon, so you might actually disappear. So we're just gonna do it like this until we know. Eldari. The Eldari is
And I said, into the warp with ye.
into the warp you go. Eldari is going to... Seeing that you are unusually resistant to his effects, step forward, grabbing his sword, and an attack is gonna come forth.
Fuck, this
Do you have
better
more?
fucking work.
Do you have more Dugis?
Nope. But I do have the power field that protects me in melee.
Roll.
Okay. Oh, it works!
Oh my god.
Fucking god! Oh, he needs to roll an agility.
Okay. That's a fail.
He's blinded as smoke,
Holy shit.
as the creature moves forward, bringing down this heretical artifact upon Stefan. The smoke emitter from his side springs forth, its unnatural energy igniting it in a blinding white light as it assaults its senses.
Nice. The warlock is going to... after this blast goes off, he can still somehow sense your presence.
Fuck unnatural.
Shuriken pistol goes off.
Please, I beg of thee, work a second time too. Ah, it doesn't trigger.
Let's see. What does razor sharp do? 4 degrees of
it-
success per double damage.
Yeah, if it has 3 or more additional degrees, it doubles the pen.
No 3 degrees, but 3 hits. First one is gonna be a line rending damage. Penetration 3.
To which location? It's important.
This is in the 37, which I believe is the left
73.
left arm.
73.
37.
37?
Yeah,
Okay. 37. No, it's the body.
the body. Yeah. Just
So 9 damage penetration.
penetration 3.
Penetration 3. Okay. The foul ammunition bounces upon his breastplate.
14 damage penetration 3.
Okay, that's a bit different. I ain't gonna lie, that's a bit different. It sticks within the armor, however, it does not create a deep wound.
Right. And 12 damage penetration 3.
Not as deep as the previous one, yet due to the sheer
This
force
is
that
your-
it
this
hits
is
the
your
armor
left
causes
arm,
damage. Ah, this is the left arm.
Yep.
12 penetration. Oh yeah, that's a lot worse.
Because it goes chest, arm.
Mhm.
It's the first.
Oh yeah, it cuts through the armor and leaving a grievous wound. I'm at 1 wound.
Oof. Alright. That James. Dusky.
Okay, so Duskin is basically fishing out the missile from the now rather empty bag, plopping it down the tube. While he's doing this, he sees a purple flash off his left-hand side. He has a quick glance and notices that one of the Space Marines has suddenly gone. Brings the rocket launcher up, puts it into prime mode, sees a second flash from the same area, and sees what he called Stefan in close combat with the Eldari, and then brings the rocket launcher onto his shoulder, and this, what he called that, is his turn done. Because he takes a turn to reload.
Love it.
Okay, I will be moving around this Space Marine. So I still want to get a clear shot at the giant walker that is now sparking brilliantly. It's somewhat mesmerizing, and I'm just going to shoot it with a plasma gun because, you know what, I just want its pieces.
At the end, don't do +10. Just type in 10.
And I will do a half aim. That's possible.
You cannot aim if you also move.
Oh, okay. No. I believe I did this all correct.
Fuck, those are some lucky rolls.
Nice job. So at the bottom.
Oh my fucking god! Righteous Fury again.
Wow.
What?
Nice. Okay, the blue beam starts charging in your hands. You can feel the vibration of your plasma gun growing stronger and stronger, and then in the end, you release this giant blue bolt flying through the air. As soon as it hits, you just see the Wraith Guard split in half. Sparks and fire flies everywhere, and a small little, like, almost blackness, just this tar starts like flickering through the air, and then you see a lot of the matter, some of the metal being sucked into it as it falls completely lifeless to the ground.
Jeez.
Two
Lamont.
Righteous Furies in a row. Jesus fuck.
Lamont decided that Wraithguard was about to commit living.
Overwhelming amount of them.
I'm gonna do something insane that some would consider to be unwise. With the injector in hand, Stefan will inject himself. The injector was containing the substance created by Dutch known as spook.
What?
Oh,
Hey, listen.
no.
If it's
I'm not gonna
psychic
listen to
powers
this.
you want,
Just go.
if psychic powers is what you want, you'll get fucking psychic powers.
I want to see this. I want to see what you get. Roll the D100 for all of us to see.
No, 21.
Oh.
Fire shield. Okay, I don't know what that does.
I'll get it for you.
Wait, you eating drugs?
Yeah?
He took some spook.
Which made me a psyker for 1d5 rounds, I think.
I'm just really happy you didn't get Vortex of Doom.
What does Fire Shield do? Man, I should have thought this through, but
No, I'm getting it for you, as fast as I can.
I think I found it. Fire Shield. Okay. While this power is in effect, any character in range of or line of sight of the success of the Psyker within the effect immediately suffers energy damage equal to the Psyker Psi rating.
So they'd be taking 1 damage.
Yes.
Negating armor and toughness.
It does not reduce by armor or toughness. Yes, it's that. But you know, I got you one better. Instead of just using Psi rating 1, Stefan is gonna push the power.
Oh, you can do that.
I don't think
Are you sure this is wise?
Can push with. You can't push with Spook, as far as I know.
You gotta be
Bam.
smart. It would be hilarious, but I'm gonna be a little bit
Stefan has an aneurysm from taking this thing once.
Yeah, what? So you stop the battle in front of Eldari to pop a pill, and then as soon as you look at him, he just gets a psychic negative effect.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's wise, so I will. You know what? Fuck it. I'm using the psychic powers.
So, Fire Shield is a half action, and oh boy.
What do I need for it to roll?
You don't need to do anything. You just, if the Psyker or if the Eldar attacks you, I'll tell you what you need.
Oh, okay. And then with his second action, he would, he's gonna cast Fire with his shield, I guess. I don't know how it looks.
Yep.
Do you want to control the boots?
Yes. As the wicked machinery in front of Jerusalem ceases its existence, its foul purpose, Jerusalem remembers of the Xenos that disturbed his mind and focused it from his great purpose of serving the Emperor with a very zealous look. It looks at it just for a split second before, with a single leap, moves instantly charging it into the wall with a grapple attack.
Squish him.
Squish him. Fuck, this is Stefan. There's too many character sheets more than.
Yeah, if
What am I, a
the players
GM?
would show up, I mean, let's see, generator, blah blah blah. So,
Does it out?
I'm checking this. Let's check if maybe the shield does something if you charge it.
If a melee, I know that it can block melee and range.
Yeah,
But-
and it is a melee attack that you're doing.
Yeah, I guess you can consider grappling the melee attack.
Yeah. However, the shield is not on.
Oof.
So you grapple and jump at him. He's gonna try to dodge.
The Elder readies itself for a snuggle with a struggle.
He succeeds. Dodges to the side. Does he have any more tricks up his sleeve?
You know what? Yeah, he will actually attempt to punch it. Oh no, he has a sword.
He's already done an attack. Grapple is it.
Ah, correct. He needs a bolter for it, so he doesn't have it. Yeah,
So
no,
yes,
that's
it. The Eldari is going to say some words, and as you can see this giant statue, this alien nightmares creature in front of him with a large oval-shaped helmet, it is going to utter some words that just echo through the hole that you're standing in. And it sounds absolutely awful. It's going to disappear.
You know, I'm gonna. Can I use Psyniscience to find
Yeah.
it?
All of you can now take a turn at the same time.
You don't have Omniscience.
Let me know whenever you guys want to do anything anymore.
Sag.
Which finder?
Wait, you do?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, with your Psyniscience,
Come on, guys, what do you want to do?
maybe
He's gone.
the Stefan would look very intensely, either feeling the sensation, unnatural dust formations, unnatural formations within the air as if heat emanates unnaturally from a certain place, looking whether the alien is here as if it's obfuscating its presence. Jerusalem will do much the same, however, using his natural senses.
I would say at this time, Pridwin would roll over and start to get up. Armless. Armless is the first combat encounter, just... Oh. Oh, what has happened?
Your arm is off, the sparks flying out of your socket. As you look down, it's twitching on the ground. You sort of pick it up like R2-D2. Just holding it in your hand. It's completely separate from
That
your
can
body.
be...
You don't feel any pain,
That can...
but you get the reports that, yeah, your arm's up.
I'm going to just hold it close, because that it can be reattached.
Yep.
And make my way over to everyone.
And Duskin is just going to move closer. Yep. Duskin's just going to move closer to everyone else because he's out there on his own. And he's going to just be scanning the area, looking for any sort of movement or anything that can betray where this alien has disappeared off to.
What are we all looking for?
Fall
Seems
with
you're-
body.
A witch? Oh, one of the... A farseer?
Oh no, not the ranking for it interests me not. However, the lack of a body to prove its death, that's what concerns me.
And with that, I'll try and use Omniscience to locate it, if I can. Wow. One
Wow.
degree.
Where are you at?
Look, man, I haven't dumped into Omniscience yet. I'm about to.
Where is your character on the map?
Right here. Like, the... That, yeah.
You're gonna sense it. It's right here.
Like, do I know a direction?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know exactly where it is. It is
Okay, well,
exactly-
I'm going to turn full aim. I'm going to turn full aim maximal with my las gun and just shoot in the exactly where it is.
Nice. I don't think Alaska has a maximal setting.
Or overcharge. That's what I meant.
Does Alaska have overcharge?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alaska. Right.
They would just notice that mounted las gun on his shoulder swivel as he's looking around panically. If I can. As he's looking around panically and just the loud crack of it as it fires.
As it fires, the blast goes off, hits the wall, and you can see there's a large blast in all. It did
It's still around here. It's watching us.
Your turn again.
Also,
Okay. I am going to use... I'm just going to use warp perception to give myself unnatural senses.
Nice range.
Its range would be... Well, range would be self. It just gives me unnatural senses of... Come on, where is it? Okay. Okay. I get unnatural senses 10.
Oh, does that sound okay? You do not sense it.
I don't sense it with unnatural senses 10. Oh no. I'm just... It's somewhere around here. I don't know where. This is annoying at the at the least, terrifying at the worst. If I could be scared of a foul Xenos like that.
the Jurisium would instruct his squad mates to lock the door. The exit.
Still you guys.
I'm going to use I'm going to
I'm actually
try.
gonna box the.
Yeah. No, what were you saying? I interrupted.
No, carry on.
No.
I was just going to say what he called as a backup. I'm actually going to vox the what he called the actual captain and tell him to basically suspend any movement from the elevator that took us up here.
Oof.
Uh,
Oof.
Stefan will rush over to the previous, to the dead witch's body, along with Jerusalem, and he will begin pointing his bolter towards the Eldar's soulstone, saying in Eldari, "Show yourself, witch, or this alien soul goes straight towards she who thirsts."
Taking the cue, Duskin will go over to this one and pull out his what he called his plasma pistol and just hold it pointing at the soul stone as well.
And Pridwin will do the same with the Wraith Guard.
Lament will go to the Wraith Guard and start taking the severed arm.
Do it. I am trying to use the Wraith Guard's corpse as cover though, because if I get hit one more time, I'm mega dead.
Let's see if it makes a mistake.
I'm still scanning. I still have unnatural senses 10 up.
How long do you want to sit there and do this?
Well, if it doesn't show itself in this turn, I
5,
would vote
4.
Dustin. Yeah. Dustin, show it that we mean business.
I'm gonna leave it over to you guys for role-playing scene. We are in character.
GM, is it possible if I could use some forbidden knowledge to
Absolutely.
understand the situation what the Eldar is trying to do to us, like a tactic?
Absolutely. You can either use Tactica Imperialis. It's a scholastic lore. You can use Forbidden
Alright,
or Eldar.
scholastics it is. I find it.
If you have infused knowledge, you can roll that. You don't have scholastic lore, tactic, or imperialis.
Oh wait, I don't have it. It's a talent, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Like don't use forbidden lore.
Yeah, I would like to use Forbidden Lore. Would that be an intelligence check?
Yeah, it would be an intelligence check.
Okay. And then plus how many points I have in it?
Well,
If you just go to Forbidden Lore and just click on it, it'll just come up.
Oh, okay.
It has to be a certain forbidden lore. However, I think that Morten isn't here right now, so we
I'm here.
basically some lore. Ah, okay. So does Lament has Lament figured out anything?
Hmm?
Using forbidden lore Eldari, does he know this tactic that the wicked Eldar tries to pull on us?
You know, he cares about his life. His life is precious for the craft world. He cannot afford to die.
I casually look at everyone with a bright smile. Goes, oh, he's scared for his life.
Well, then let his allies suffer for his cowardice. And Pridwin, with his remaining arm, he'll set his other in his lap as he's set down on the side of the Wraith Guard, and he'll just pluck the Soul Stone from it with his unnatural strength and almost grotesquely robotically muscled arms, and just crush the Soul Stone in his hand.
As the jewel traps, Stefan would say, every 5 seconds another one joins she who thirsts. And Stefan will send the his servo skull Loudhailer, and it will focuses on when Dustin, the sound that Dustin's done makes when it shatters the jewel within the Eldar's body when he fires.
So, seeing that he's actually Duskin sees that Stefan has sent out his light healer, a small grin comes across his face as he takes out a combat knife, plucks the soul stone from the Eldari and puts it on the ground. Slowly puts his boot on it so you can hear the and slowly but slowly adds pressure to it.
And the as the jewel suffers the pressure of Dustin's boot, the Loudhailer echoes the exact same sound that the jewel makes throughout the section of the void ship. With Stefan saying, "Do you hear that, witch? Can you hear your brethren screaming?"
Inspiration points. Some. And yeah, you can keep going.
Stefan will be
Okay, so Duskin applies full pressure to it, and it's what he calls he applies full pressure to it. It shatters with an ear splitting, because light here, an ear splitting. And somewhere deep down in the back of everyone's mind, they can hear a slight scream, and then it's suddenly cut off.
We'll stop using Suniscience because I obviously can't do it right.
Yeah, you using Suniscience right now, you can hear these voices screaming as they're dragged to their hell.
I give a slight smile as they're Falzenos. They wouldn't care about us and our they wouldn't care about us and our suffering, so why should I care about theirs?
Still
Stefan
in the
would
scene
make
until you tell me.
Stefan would make a sign for Dustin to join the other warlock's body as he produces his chemical flamer, facing the Astartes, telling them not to flinch. He will, actually, from this position, he will proceed to unleash the chemical flamer in their direction.
Wait, that's the range of it?
It has 30 meters, so
That's terrifying. Please proceed with extreme judgment.
this is my final attempt. If the Eldar is somewhere in this area, it becomes toasted.
Timer goes off. As the green smoke, melting plates, falling wires, destroyed machine spirits of the lumen globes flicker and the orange light slowly dissipates. You look around the smoke of the room. The Space Marines stand there totally unaffected. They look around the ground and they look up at you, Stefan. Their eyes are lit with fire. As you look around, there is no trace of anything being burned. The Eldari was not there.
Duskin, could I borrow your knife for a moment?
He hands over the knife.
Predwin
First,
will
of
go.
course, because Predwin will probably stab himself.
Predwin's going to go over here and just to try and add injury to insult, he'll carve the symbol of the Imperial Aquila into the Eldar's head. He'll do that, and then just give the knife back to Duskin, just hoping to elicit a reaction from the Eldar.
So Duskin is going to close off communications apart from to Stefan. Stefan, what was the name of the Eldar that the Inquisitor was
The informant.
talking to? Would he be useful in this situation? Perhaps give us information on how to actually find him? I mean, he had the same sort of cloaking device.
Sacriel. Do we have Sacriel on a watch line?
You do. You have the rest of the ship.
One second, Dustin. Great idea. As the crackle of a watch connection could be felt through that common channel. Sacriel, do you read me?
You're gonna hear a human voice talking back. Who is this?
It is I, Mark Strammer.
Who?
The chief engineer of the common, the unimportant Magos known as. Let me check 1 second. Let's see if I'm confusing this. It might be an illusion. I'm a bit of caster type, of Magos caster type. And he would listen closely to any illusion, any surprise or anything.
Nothing happens. So you click the button and you just keep hearing. Who's that? Repeat.
It is the acolyte cell within the ship. Identify yourself.
Was the operation successful?
Negative. Or should I say partially? Who am I speaking to?
A little moment passes. This is Major General Sigmund Mann.
A pleasure. You're using the channel used to contact with someone particular, you are not supposed to answer it. Might I inquire why you possess these watches? Identification code.
As you say that with an ominous voice, the radio goes silent for a little while, and you slowly see Imperial Guardsmen start pouring into the room. Behind the Space Marines, they just form a large squad. Very soon after, you see Sigmund Mann with his signature uniform,
Caster type. You.
and he steps into the room. The Space Marines are going to make some space as they slowly start to fill the room.
Stefan would say to the rest of the acolytes, not a word to the common soldiery about the missing witch.
Happened.
I look over with a smile. I go, "What missing witch?"
With all of the Imperial Guardsmen present, the commander is going to look over in your direction, Stefan. What did you just say? A witch? Did they escape?
It's through the watch and helmet. He wouldn't be able to see the face of Stefan as it utters that.
They stand in front of you, Duskin. Some of the men are asking what happened. Do you guys share anything at all?
I'm glad to announce that it has been with great success. Wicked Eldari attempted to infiltrate our ship, but with the Inquisitor's knowledge and his protection provided by the Emperor, they were easy pickings for his acolytes as he presents Dustin, Pridewin, and Lament, as well as Doc.
Among the...
They have managed to...
Sorry, carry on.
They have managed to put a halt to the Xenos' foul plans and bring ruin to all of them.
Among the soldiers, you're gonna see next to the commander, a woman with short, light-colored hair. She has a strict face, a little wrinkly. She has kind of a dead expression in her eyes. And she walks over to you. She has sort of blue-veiled uniform. She's wearing a head veil. She comes walking over to you. It's she has her hands sort of wrapped in front of her chest. Preceptor Savant Elspeth Nida. Something out of the ordinary has happened here. I can sense it. Would you like me to tell me what, or should I pry into your mind?
And you must be an astropath. Is this correct? Or perhaps just a common psyker?
I am the Preceptor Savant.
Tell me, Princess, would you be so kind as to inquire around the room and look around? Take notice of something. Maybe something may be amiss.
What did you see? Did you speak to the alien?
You will... Oh, out of character, what is the rank? Is it just an...
Preceptor
I
Savant. Yeah, go on.
I can tell you. They're essentially... They are the one who commands the psychers within regiments. Like they're I guess the best way to say it is the general of, or they're a general of the Savant Militant, like the sanctioned psyker force of the Imperium.
Great.
Ah. Thank you. In that case, Stefan would turn his head towards the Prince of the Savant, saying, "I will remind yourself not to
Cheating
forget
deal.
thyself. We are the Ordo Xenos. You don't need to lecture us about the proper procedure of undertaking the Xenos threat."
I am aware.
And with
I have
that,
been the one informing
and
you
with
of every
that, Duskin
mission.
will.
I am intimately knowledged with your Inquisitor. I know everything you've done, everything you've eaten, every break you've taken, and every thought you've had. Now where are the Eldar?
Most of them are at, well, they are to she who thirsts. We made sure that their soul is delivered to where all Xenos deserve hell.
As she leans back with that dead expression in her face, her blue eyes turn pale. You get an completely airy, ominous feeling. Your stomach sinks. She just keeps staring at you, and there's this really creepy presence about her. Is
With that
so?
omniscience,
Do willpower tests, Stefan.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking delete this mutant. I'm actually gonna say something very
Dude.
hurtful.
I don't think you could beat her. I don't
No,
think.
but... Oh
I think
no, I'm
even
not...
Also, Morton, with that success on my Psyniscience, can I find out where the dude is? Can I sense him? Can I suss him out?
Where are you at?
I am right here.
Nope.
Willpower success with 5 additional.
Now you sense a very strong presence from the woman. Nothing else.
As Stefan takes one
You're
step
impossible.
forward.
I'll just talk to someone else. She just walks past you. You there?
Stefan will,
She points to you.
Stefan will stay between Dustin and the mutant and say, "Watch yourself. Without the proper authorization of the Inquisitor, you are not to assault his acolytes. Keep in mind this."
Were it not for me, you would be dead a long time ago. Duskin,
I'm
did anything happen out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? You mean more than the Eldar assaulting an Inquisitional ship?
Did they disappear? You're not as smart
More
as you
like that?
believe you are.
Out of the,
Answer the question.
I believe I just did.
Again, her face goes, her eyes goes from your eyes to your chest to your feet, and she just looks at you in disgust and walks past you. James.
To which Duskin's actually going to say, "Sorry, what is your name?"
She ignores you.
I didn't catch it the first time around.
She ignores you. And at this moment, the Inquisitor is going to appear right over here by the entrance to the hangar. The room
Oh,
is
wait,
not
that's to do my next action.
full of servitors, medical personnel. Those of you who have any injuries will be tended to.
It's going to
some of the
take me a
techniques-
literal month to get repaired. Well, 24 days.
Yes.
Stefan would rush towards the Inquisitor's side in hushed tones, telling him of what transpired, but not trusting
Excellent.
the mutant with this information.
Excellent.
Ridwin would see the Preceptor's Vaughn, even though he's technically, I mean, he doesn't have the knowledge anymore of, for his resurrection purposes. I don't have the lore for the Ad Astra Telepathica. He's still going to recognize who this is, and he's going to give them a light bow, just lower his head at them to show the proper respect.
The preceptor savant walks over to the edge of space in the opposite direction. Just walking next to the corpse of some of the Eldari. Passing you, Lamont. Just gonna take a glance over at you. What do you look like?
Safe travels to you, ma'am.
Keep the pleasantries to yourself. She looks out
Very
into
well.
space. Just walks past you. Yep, she's just gonna stand there, look out into space. The room fills with soldiers, looking at every crevice, everything. They go back to the commander. They just stand there and talk for a while. You're still in character. What do you do?
Is it okay if I use a text use skill to examine further the severed arm that I found here of the walker here?
Absolutely. It is very unusual and unknown to you. You would not know how to use it.
I'm just going to go up to Stefan and the Inquisitor, and without using any Vox communications or anything else, slowly ask Stefan if he has informed him of the current situation.
So, Tavi?
I don't know, I asked Stefan.
Tavi, you're muted.
Oh, he's not there. He's not there.
Huh.
I'm
learned.
going to assume that he has, so...
Stefan, if you're talking, you're muted. Alright. Still your scene, guys. Let me know whenever you're finished.
So I'm going to ask the Inquisitor, if at all possible, can you use this witch for something useful and potentially find out where this warlock is? I mean, with the amount of people we have here, we could potentially
with a
take him
stern
alive.
face, she's gonna look into the room. She is an invaluable tool, though unsufferable at times. Let her do her thing.
Duskin will give a slight chuckle and go, "Of course, my lord. It is. We stand ready to deal with anything she uncovers."
Stefan would then rest a hand upon Bridewing's shoulder, saying in very hushed tones, "Bridewing, there is a great difference between you and this mutant. You earn the title of human through service and action. You're not as low as she is. Of course, respect her position and her rank. However, know that she's inferior to people like us."
One of the Space Marines is gonna step forward then. Commander, I can confirm there are no survivors. He is going to just lower his weapon. The rest of the Space Marines will slowly leave. With Jerusalem. Still your scene?
Pridwin will start to make his way over here to the Inquisitor just to I mean, he's going to stand away from him, but he's going to just look to the Inquisitor is like with an expression that asks, "Is there anything else? Is there anything you need of me?"
You were the only one here with the ability to see. What did you see?
Lord Inquisitor, I noticed the Psycho, but for a moment, and then they were gone. I failed in that regard. And Pridwin clutches his severed arm tightly. You can tell he looks actually afraid. Not afraid of the Inquisitor, but nor his judgment that's about to come, but afraid of maybe something greater. Something much worse than the Inquisitor's judgment, but the Emperor's himself. I am sorry, Inquisitor.
Did you destroy the device?
I did not. It is destroyed, but that honor does not belong to me.
Then who?
Okay, Duskin did, right? Like, this is actually Sam asking, because I'm smooth brain.
Yes, Dustin delivered that blow.
Pridwin will motion to Duskin. Acolyte Duskin, Lord. He delivered the blow that disabled it.
His eyes go wide.
And with
He
this,
looks into the room and is going to raise his eyebrows. A little bit in surprise. Sort of as if he's pondering something. Look down to the ground. Gets a concentrated expression on his face again. Looks back up. Leave them to it. We will retreat.
Yes, my lord. And Pridwin's going to try and make his way out here, but he'll just stop for a moment, just like as if he's catching his breath. But I mean, he's a machine now. He doesn't need to do that. Just a puzzled look plays across his face, and then he'll continue on.
The rest of you want to do anything?
I am going to investigate what this Eldar has on him.
Awesome. Which one?
The one that's close to the giant body.
He has a heavy aspect armor, a spirit stone, a scorpion chainsaw.
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Scorpion chainsword, Mandy blasters, and shuriken pistol.
Well, I'm going to take the sword, look at it with the little curiosity, but also a little resentment after the previous injury. And I will start
With
taking
that,
the armor off this Eldar.
As you lean down and start to detach things, Elspeth walk over to you. You can see her tall boots sort of just stepping slowly into your vision, clicking as they meet the metal floor. What do you think you are doing?
Figuring the armor out.
What makes you think you're qualified for that?
Duskin will move into his eyesight behind her and just ever so slightly shake his head.
Do you think just because you destroyed his stone that he couldn't still be here? Do you understand the nature of their souls?
Is it okay if I take a forbidden knowledge check to actually understand the situation?
You can take a Forbidden Lore Psychers, or you can take a just understand sort of more about the warp. You can take a Forbidden Lore Warp tests. Because
I
take
do not have
Forbidden
anything
Lore
about the
Eldar.
war, but I do have Heresy and Eldar as Forbidden
Yeah,
Lore.
you go ahead and take Forbidden Lore Eldar.
Okay.
Put this. Okay, so I'm guessing the last one is your 4 degrees.
Yes, the last one is.
I mean, you know, when you destroy the Spirit Stone, there's no real threat anymore from all the reports you've read. Have you looked into the warp? Have you truly understood the nature of the warp? Probably not.
No, that's
Does
just
she
creepy
know more
magic
about
stuff
it?
that I don't want to
Probably.
get into.
But I mean, there's no indication that the Eldari is any threat to you. At this moment.
Okay. Well, ma'am, the Spirit Stone has been destroyed. This Eldar is clearly no threat anymore, as reports have reported that destroying the Spirit Stone eliminates the Eldar completely.
What did you see when the portal was destroyed?
I saw a walker walk out of this portal here.
Nothing else.
And lots of luminescence from this portal here.
So it didn't affect your mind?
Other than with great curiosity, other than my growing curiosity of what it can do and what it might
How
do.
long have you been serving the Inquisitor?
Just recently.
How many weeks?
I believe a few weeks.
What's his name?
Out of game, do I know his
Yeah,
name?
you could just say you know it. You just say you answer what you know. If you don't know the name or something, just say that. I answer what my character would know. So,
Okay.
yeah, you basically answer all the questions. She seems still agitated. She seems like she's questioning you, trying to figure out if you are really who you say you are. After a little while, you visit together. She's worried that you are being mind controlled by the game. That's why she's questioning.
Okay.
She's going to, after a little while of your answers, just walk away. Keep doing this to each of the men here. And then finally, with 2 other psychers, she's just going to stay at the edge of the room while the rest of them search the room.
Well, I believe our purpose is here is finished, gentlemen. I suggest we leave them to do as they wish, unless you, for some reason, enjoy being harassed by your lessers.
You say this over the Voxcom?
Oh no.
Yes?
Nice.
Oh no, I really enjoy being interrogated by witches.
So you can all answer this. All of you can hear it.
And I actually broadcast across the actual Vox so they can hear that as well.
Nice.
You would hear from Pridwin's side of the.
And I emphasize witches.
Yeah.
You would hear from Pridwin's side of the Vox. He's laughing heartily, like he's burst out laughing at that. oh, this is.
You're gonna see
hilarious.
very
This is-
slowly her face turn around, and with like a totally dead psychopathic expression, she's just gonna look at you for 2 seconds, Duskin. Give you kind of a threatening look, and then look away again.
And while she's looking at me, if she's reading my mind or anything else, she will hear me say, I will be there, and it will be the last face you see when you fall.
Awesome. Get an inspiration point. I guess. Is there anything else you want to do here?
Well, I'm pretty much done here.
No, I'm done.
I am going to take everything from this dead Eldar here
Okay.
into a bundle in my arms, and also whatever I can carry in my servo arm.
Pridwin. Pridwin would call Stefan, or whoever has like the most contact with Samakri Corpum, and yes, could you help me find them? I need to have repairs done, and I don't think these will be short orders in any sense of the matter.
I will delegate you. Please follow me. Should you require any assistance?
Yes.
Well, locomoting as he notices the fact that you're carrying your own arm. Please use me as your, pillar of support.
I can walk fine, but thank you. And also, there has to be some sort of humor in this. Do you remember the first time I entered combat with the warband?
Yes. If memory serves correctly, it was the same arm, was it not?
It was. I find it humorsome. I find it funny. To show that the Emperor has a sense of humor in this, it is enlightening to a degree.
Yes, well, guarding your soul has proven to be fruitful for you. You lack control of your body parts as to not be, as he turns around, saying, disarmed.
Fridwin just, he nods his head. You can tell he's holding back laughter. This is how he's dealing with the stress, it seems. It's just like, yep, that was a good one. Yep. He's definitely not laughing at you rather than the joke.
This was Stefan's best attempt at humor.
Pridwin will clasp your shoulder, but not with his hand. He's using the severed arm to hold your shoulder as he continues along. Oh, Stefan, the stories we'll have to tell someday about all these adventures, especially me. But yes, please, I may not be able to feel pain, but I am in extreme discomfort. Please, let's get me some repairs.
Of course.
Also-
Dustin, would you be so kind as to assist me?
Yes, I will happily assist you, but first, these bodies need to be dealt with.
The Inquisitor will take care of it, and if not, let the Ted Priest handle it.
Best to see it's done right.
Well, I believe in your judgment. Just try to not, use your charm too much upon the witch.
She loves me, really.
It's hard not to love you.
I know, I just ooze, that. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Fair enough. I promise I won't even speak to her.
With a little bit of time there, you slowly leave. The Inquisitor walking by your side. Did you want to contact Samakri? Was that what you said? Couldn't.
Oh no, he just...
Yeah, I'm going to contact him.
All right.
I would be the one to talk with him because I own up to the fact. Hey, yeah, I got messed up, dude. Bad.
Remember that
Help.
body you just gave
My
me?
arm.
As you talk on the...
All I can think of is like, oh yes, some Corpum. This body you have given me, it is amazing. It is like one of flesh, the same amount of sense, the same amount of touch. But I have been riddled with. I have, sustained massive damage, and my left arm is now sitting in my right arm.
Does
Could
my
you-
voice modulator work?
and-
Yes or no?
Sorta. Like it doesn't add anything, but it gives it like a mechanical quality. But you sound the exact
Does it
same.
work
If that makes any
now
sense.
or does it not? Does it change my voice to be really weird?
Oh yeah, it's really weird. Like, but we
Good.
can barely make out what you're saying.
Good. Go
Yes,
Continue.
but could you and your associates repair me? I am in dire need of them.
As you request that, you're gonna hear a loud crackle, as if someone is in a machine room somewhere. And it is unmistakably his voice. Many valuable machine spirits were lost in a meaningless battle. Why?
Why? Well, I don't understand the question. I'm a member of the Inquisition. I'm an acolyte. I need repairs. I cannot be doctored on anymore. I have no flesh. This question is...
You are a vessel for invaluable archaeotech. Return to my quarters.
Pridwin's going to let go of his ear, and he's just going to rub his temple. Stefan, do you remember how readily the Corpus Illuminator would have studied me if given the chance? He wants me to go to his quarters privately, and I feel very unsafe with this notion. So would one of you accompany me to make sure I am not turned into some awful, I don't know, recalf machine?
I don't trust you, although his excitement is surprising for a tech priest, that he will not dare to anger the Inquisitor, nor me, since I've made sure to supply him with all that he requires, and, well, angering your supplier does not bode well, whether Mechanicus or Ecclesia.
Pridwin will nod. Thank you then. And then go to the Corpus Illuminator's private room, or go to his room, as he asked. Like, oh lord, what's gonna happen to me now?
As you
I'm gonna be turned into a toaster, aren't I?
As the speed of the ship goes down, suddenly you can see a giant flash out of the windows in every room as the improvised shield absorbs the heat from the thrusters of the Skitarii ship. You again pause. If, as you walk past quarters, you're gonna hear Imperial Guardsmen speaking of arriving at Serix Magnus. The wreckage rumbles, and you can see tech priests, wires, members of the Inquisition bracing. Gravity and field stabilizers kick in, and you brace by holding on to anything you can walking through the corridors. You see these small, like, veins of energy flashing through the ship, and after it stops, you can hear Sumaku's voice again calling you right into the corridor.
Yep. I go to where he calls me. I am... Pridwin does not feel safe, but he just shakes his head clear, and just with us, for wherever I be, thou art with me. For whatever I go through, thou have gone through it too. I am a child of man, and the Emperor Man is with me. And he'll just continue along.
You're all gonna hear Sumaku's voice through the vox bead. Praise the Omnissiah. The machine spirit is still operational. Setting course for Serix Magnus for repairs. The planet RUND has been plotted into our navigation systems. Transferring you to Arc Terminal.
Praise be, Sumakrim. Rile the engines to fury and set course.
The Inquisitor brings you into his quarters. Bridwin, you are brought into an operating theater or a surgical room. There's a bed. A medical servitor walks over to you, opens an interface in your back, immediately unwelds it, pops up in the cover. Do you do anything at all?
Nope. I am just. I trust. I mean, I trust the Corpus or the Corpus Illuminator as much as I can throw him, but I'm not resisting.
You feel something accessing your back. You can sense it, and then suddenly the lights go off.
Oh boy. Oh. Hey, where'd we get that new recaf machine, guys? The Corvus Illuminator just chuckling darkly in the background.
Nice. The rest of you walking into the Inquisitor's room. You're gonna follow him as he slowly walks in, pours a couple of cups of Amasek, puts it on the table. Candle lights flickering in the room. It is entirely dark, filled with beautiful artwork, shrines, and iconography to the Emperor. The Inquisitor walks over to a window, looks out, and all of you can see the round metallic ball, Serix Magnus. Inquisitor slowly turns around and walks up to you.
Stefan would say, once again, we return to this world of machines.
You haven't slept for 2 days. Perhaps you should take a break.
The Emperor does not rest, and I, as a loyal subject of his, cannot allow him to do all the work.
Bridwin is
Much like
being
yourself,
repaired.
my lord.
He will return tomorrow.
This is joyous news that I hear. I am glad.
In the morning, meet me in the war room.
Very well. As you wish, my lord.
And Luminous Alpha 3 informed me of your battle and your heroism. Your recent successes make me hesitant to send you on another dangerous mission, as you may be more used to the Inquisition as intelligence or tactical operators.
Perhaps, my lord, but duty demands that I must fulfill it. And the Emperor knows there is many things to do in Askellon. We cannot be so picky as to choose our own battles most of the time.
Will you be needing a break, or should we go now?
I wish that for today to excuse us. I have a promise to keep to Prime Acolyte Askin.
You are excused.
Thank you, my lord.
He's gonna
As
turn
he
around,
bows,
turn his face around, and again look out at Serix Magnus.
Evan,
You return to your quarters. There are some cozy little bunk beds. The room is shaking quite a bit. It's close to the engine room. And on the way there you pass a few tech priests. Do you want to do anything before you sleep? You all step into the room. There's a recaf machine, some Amasek. Yeah.
I salute the recaf machine, Bridwin. Glad to see you with us. No. Stefan would request, would actually will not partake. Instead, his servostral will reach Dustin, requesting him to present himself to interrogation room 35.
Duskin will say that at present I am just submitting my armor for repair and will report presently.
And with that,
And then cut
servostral
transmission.
will just hover above you.
So Duskin will hand over his armor for repair, but will keep his plasma and melta pistols on him. And head to the interrogation room.
You enter. There's a single chair, table, dim lights.
As well as a chair for Stefan, and surprisingly what seems to be not a minibar, but a box. Its machine spirit would dictate that it's meant to keep things fresh and cold. You'd see Stefan staying in one of the chairs, motioning you to one of the chairs in front of him, as well as a pit recorder and a artwork quill is present in the room.
What happened?
Okay, with 1 degree of with just a success, do I notice there's anything dodgy about this chair?
It looks surprisingly comfortable.
Okay, then I sit down with trepidation.
Stefan, without a word, will produce a strange-looking fruit from within the fridge, as well as 2 glasses and a flask of water. He pours water in both of the cups, as well as cutting the fruit with one of the knives. He then puts the fruit's juices in both of the glasses of water, then activates the auto quill and the pit recorder, saying, Interrogation 1. Interrogator Dustin, subject of interrogation Stefan Peller. In regards to investigation of the Ordos Heretic, upon the actions partaken by the Inquisitors, Inquisitors' investigation party upon Ceres Magnus. Begin.
Okay, and what is it you wish to know?
Nothing. You are the one interrogating. As I promised to you, you will have your time to ask questions regarding your Hereticus investigations, and unfortunately I was unable to produce Doc, as his duties take him somewhere else. So, is there anything you wish to know from me regarding what happened? There is Magnus. As he takes a sip from the cup.
One question, and one question only. How did you come by having an active AI, and why was no action taken against it earlier?
There was no abominable intelligence on Ceres Magnus.
I think we both know that there was.
I think we both know
You
that you should
seem to
revisit your
think that what he
definition.
Do you not believe your Inquisitor knows what happens every moment of every time for his operatives on the ground?
It would be unwise not to think so. I'm sure that his vigilance serves him well, and he knows that I have been ever so thorough regarding all the matters partaking into my inquisitorial duties.
Indeed, you have, and there is no doubt or suspicion being cast upon you. I am simply asking how it could have come about.
The outer quill with every word beats runes within sheets of paper, and whenever a paper is done, it rests it on its side. Stefan proceeds to answer. Well, as you know, we have taken the facility for our personal use. We have seen records regarding the tech priest, chief engineer there, attempting to upload his, well, I wouldn't say memories, but data regarding all of his studies. We have been surprised by a certain machine spirit coming back to life, spewing certain data that our current tech priest, known as, well, I will not utter his name as he is not present here and I respect his position, although I fear he may not respect me. However, the tech priest in charge of us at the time has done a thing called a Turing test out of suspicion that it might be abominable intelligence. I don't know what this Turing test is, however, he assured us that the machine spirit acts normally.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we've seen the machine spirit as abnormal. We've deduced that is the result of, well, the previous facility's owner actions. It was a scrap code resulting from Eldar origins, and as soon as it was taken to our attention by our tech priest, we proceeded to eliminate the threat to our operation. A thing that, if memory serves correctly, you were also part of.
So you were nothing but a victim of circumstance.
I am no victim. We have fulfilled our duties towards the Emperor
The party
and towards the Inquisitor.
was nothing but a victim of circumstance.
If you wish
It
to
was
believe
bad
so.
luck.
Yes, as you know, on the field there are many things that take place that we cannot control.
Honestly, I think there's more to this than you wish to divulge.
Stefan will put that last
And
down.
and I would like to give you the opportunity to do that, knowing that you have been weighed, measured, and found completely clear. There is no doubt upon your loyalty or your purity
You don't
at
need
present.
you don't need to reiterate this. I am aware of the state of my soul and my loyalties, Bastion. If I were to say anything more, is that the tech priests on Serif's madness are a bit more extreme with their pursuit of knowledge. As you said, they do not consider Eldar to possess true intelligence, and, well, I'll leave it as that. Since it is now my duties to
Okay?
investigate this matter further, I presume I'll let
I
you
will
proceed.
happily leave it at that. I will happily leave it at that and let you leave in the solid knowledge that at present Ordo Hereticus agents are currently stripping it apart and going through it line by line of code. So if there is any corruption, we will be able to find it.
Ah, yes, Dustin. I put my faith fully within the Ordos Heretics, as he says this with a mocking grin.
Yes, I feel that that's not entirely sincere. So it is. At which point I will pick up my glass, toast it to yourself, and take a sip.
It tastes of alcohol. However, you're pretty sure that it was only water. You presume that the taste of a sweet taste with a mixture of alcohol, it hits strong, as if it were wrapped up, but the drunkenness that overtakes you for a second dissipates quickly.
You just got drugged, I feel.
As Stefan says, I wouldn't drink it all at once. This is a birthday gift from my brothers. The fruits of Lemnos are known to far and wide within Askellon for their property to, well, clear the mind in troubled times.
Certainly feels that way. Certainly feels that way. So I have further question for you. How do you feel about me continuing with this group? I mean, not that we have a choice in the matter. We serve at his pleasure. And my master is now your master.
Very well. As Stefan continues saying, end of report, and the autoquill ends its process and ejects its final piece of paper. Off the record, personally, I feel pity for you being hurled into such important tasks with only your Ordos Hereticus training. Although I trust your skill of dispensing the Emperor's justice upon the wicked and the foul, I cannot help but feel some kind of, well, as I said, pity for you.
The arrogance of the Ordo Xenos never fails to astound. As it is. And yet, you're always wondering why so many of you fall.
Dustin, there's your charm again. Well, as surprised
I know.
as
I have it in spades.
Well, to be honest, everyone would fall in your eyes, your kind eyes, Dustin. After all, you're nothing more flamer-wielding maniacs that set ablaze at randomly and consider the job done. However, I'm curious. Although you do seem to present some qualification regarding the presentation of a case, I'm curious. Did your Inquisitor send you to forge, well, more honest relations with my Inquisitor?
You would need to speak to your Inquisitor about that.
Very well.
I am but a servant, and I do as I am but told.
Of course. Pardon me. However, one would think, hypothetically, of course, that if I, as an Inquisitor of Ordos Hereticus, I would more likely send someone more diplomatically in tune to strengthen my bond to the Ordos Xenos. And hypothetically speaking, of course, it would seem as if you were set up to, well, fail.
It is entirely possible. It is entirely possible. I do what I'm asked. I do not. I don't worry about the diplomatic movements of my betters. Says, I'm sure my lord had his reasons, and I'm sure your lord had his reasons, or sorry, our lord had his reasons, and I'm in no position to ask them. The same as if I ever reach the rank of Inquisitor, my acolytes have no reason to question my orders. It is the way of things. We are but pawns in a great game.
No way of things. Yet even the pawn can sometime reach its destination and become something greater. And as you know,
Something
Dustin,
which I fully intend to do. This is but a stepping stone.
I pray you're right, Dustin. But keep in mind, much like in regicide, pawns are oftenly used as sacrifices.
Yes, I'm fully aware of that. As, to be honest, I fully believe that I was sent in this.
Yes, well,
As I did not believe that I would actually get off the surface of Circus Magnus, but here we are in orbit returning to it. So, praise be to him. And he raises his glass and has another sip.
well, Dustin, I have fulfilled my duty towards you. However, to the best of my abilities, I once again apologize that I'm able to produce the rest of this. But feel free to bring this to the rest of the investigation team. I still have certain obligations, as he says, with both surprise and somewhat, not annoyance, but bother. Certain obligations to partake in.
And as Stefan leaves what he called, he'll just hear Duskin actually take another sip and say quietly in himself that, well, unfortunately there's not many more left alive.
Stefan will just continue down his corridor to his nest, making with saying to himself, indeed there are not more.
Awesome. You both get a restore a fate point for taking the initiative and doing a lot of character RP. That's awesome. I always love that. As you slowly walk back to your tower, you see that the others have fallen asleep. You spend the rest of the night there, recuperating. Probably falling asleep like a rock. Your senses just overwhelming you. Whoever struggling to sleep will take the appropriate drugs. Slowly but surely you can feel your consciousness going in. Nightmares of horrible Eldari or absurd dreams involving the aliens. As you wake up, the light from Circus Magnus is now on your side. It is very, very close. You wake up, look around the room, and see the rest of the group there. Do you want to do anything before you go to the wall?
Am I there?
Pretty well. You come at the exact moment they wake up. You arrive in the door. Your arm is still hanging loose. There's still some repairs that needs to be done, but it's attached to your shoulder at least.
Oh yay! I'm health-wise. Where am I at?
You're fullness.
You
Awesome.
would be surprised to find that Stefan is not in the same bathroom as the others. Actually, after a few seconds, he also goes through the door a bit tired. However, wearing the Imperial Guard shirt, unless unlike how you usually would see him in his administratum robes.
Oh, good morning, Stefan. How are you? Fridwin says, and as he just kind of tries to weigh with the arm that's still loose, and it just really just swinging side to side. It still needs to be fixed.
He would say, looking at the arm and then chuckling. Tired. I must make sure that I will be more careful in the future when making promises.
Promises. An important thing. Fridwin will just say offhand and then really go quiet. So, where do I need to be today? I am not tired, but if anything, I am slightly confused after my repairs.
We'll talk to the Inquisitor regarding our fusions inside madness. As
I will
he
make my
says,
way there post haste.
he goes to his locker room, Stefan, and looks into the mirror, making sure up to inquisitorial standards of presenting himself, realizing with shock and quickly masking it that he's wearing an Imperial Guard shirt, quickly changing it, making sure that at least not a lot of people notice this, putting the spare ecclesiastical robe upon him. Gentlemen, are you all awake? Dustin, I can see you've prepared the recap for.
Well, Duskin will be fully dressed in his best, repaired armor, as after dealing with the dead bodies of the Eldar, went down and gave absolute merry hell to the armorers that it wasn't actually sorted out the first time round, and it will now be almost in pristine condition, a few dents here and there, but it'll be matte black, and on the right hand will be the sigil of the Ordo Zenus, and on the left the sigil of the Ordo Hereticus, and we'll be wearing a which until last night, was potentially going to be covered up, but after his talk with Stefan, it has changed his mind. So it has, and now it's emblazoned in, one side is emblazoned in red, while the other side is emblazoned in white. And is currently wearing a black cape with silver trim round the edges. Currently having a cup of recaf, and is holding out one to Stefan, and then goes to hold out one to Predwin, but then slowly puts it back down, kind of as though that was a really stupid thing to do.
Well, I still enjoy the smell. That much I can say.
And also, those ones who have been with him for some time can see that he's having a false cheer put on.
Fridwin would tilt his head to the side at this, just observing him, not saying anything of it or making a scene, but making Duskin aware that, yeah, I can see you're not doing the greatest, friend.
Stefan,
Lament will walk in and look at the dangling arm that's on the one with the dangling arm.
That'd be me.
Yes. And
Oh,
I'll
no.
casually say, "Oh, are you beginning to flail there?"
Ah, yes, my repairs haven't been fully met. It's just going to have to wait until it can be.
I lament. I hope you didn't spend many restless nights just taking to pieces the Eldar's technology and corrupted machine.
Oh, don't worry. I got a full hours of sleep.
Did you say full hour or full hours of sleep?
I got a full hour's sleep. I mean, I feel well rested.
I'm fully machine, and I still get tired. Fredwin has a look of not fear, just almost concern on his face. Like, that doesn't seem healthy even for robots, even for me.
Revealing that he is listening, you will immediately hear a voice break out.
Do not let him insult the integrity and beauty of your machinery. You are far more advanced than he could ever dream of.
It was a bit too deep. I couldn't figure out what he was saying.
He is basically saying, don't let him insult your machinery. You are more advanced than him.
Oof.
Saying it
Taking
out.
pride in his work.
Yes. To Prydwen.
With this sign,
Just in response to that, I look to the origin of it and just shake the loose arm. I just say, yeah, advanced. Sure.
Wow.
and with all those loud noises, what he called Duskin winces and what he called takes another cup of coffee, recaf.
In the future, may I suggest
Poor Duskin's hungover.
that you do not put the most valuable technology in front of the battle.
Well, you see, Samak Korpham, Prydwen's going to put his hands on his hips. I was at the back of the battle, and then suddenly an Eldar construct appeared. That was no fault of my own. I just had, well, as some would say, wrong place, wrong time. I did the best within my means to make sure it wasn't my head that was removed from my body instead of my arm.
I knew we made a mistake when we didn't replace your mental circuitry.
You wish you could get rid of me that easily. The Emperor has chosen me to serve him again, even in death.
Just to make sure, from our perspective, it looks like Prydwen is talking to himself, correct?
Yeah. This is just being.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm the only one that can hear sound.
Yeah.
Wait, did he install a direct line to me?
Yep.
Oh.
The absolute gall.
I mean, as you would realize this, you would see Stefan piecing things together and looking a bit, this is a thing now, as well as saying with his lips on the cup of recaf to Dustin, this is gonna take some time getting used to.
Regardless, though, Samakri, I do thank you for your repairs. They are quite excellent. And thank you for. And he's going to he's going to move his right arm. Thank you for getting that servo I managed to spring out of place. You do not know how uncomfortable that felt.
You are quite welcome. I do not mean to criticize your Inquisitor, but it is my hope that he has a logical and structured plan to serve both my and his own world.
Understandable. I will proceed with more caution henceforth, as I do understand this body is not one of flesh that can heal, but one that takes time and resources to repair.
Let the flesh vessels absorb the bullets.
Ah,
And with that, the connection.
quite
ends.
a... Prudwin would have raised a hand and like, okay, all right, that's an interesting way to go about it. So why are you all looking at me like that?
Why are you talking to yourself?
I was not. I was talking to the Corpus Illumin. Oh no, and then it clicks for Pridwin. You didn't hear him, did you?
No, it seems to be a private
Nope.
link with him.
I could
Pridwin,
probably hook up to you and probably hear him.
no, thank you. Like he just takes like a small step away from the tech priest because he Pridwin's starting to get uncomfortable around tech priest now after the shenanigans Samakri just pulled.
Well, I'm glad that this happened. At least I'm certain that Samakri will never put you in harm's way.
Put me in harm's
Well,
way, no, but the rest of you, Pridwin just does that so motion with his hand.
Here's a
Sorry,
tech
just to actually sort of confirm, this is not a two-way thing.
Oh, it is.
It is a.
So
It is.
where
I can speak to him, and he can speak to me.
so you can block this, correct? Or is everything we say going to be heard by?
Can
To be
Pridwin block
honest,
it?
You don't quite know. You will have to open things up and look at it.
I have absolutely no idea. We may need to have the tech priest here, Lamont, take a look, because.
Oh, goody.
I recommend against that. You may die.
Oh, Samakri, please tell me you will not be listening in to our conversations, because you know what would happen if you do, or at least give me some way to disable this for a time being, if need be.
You are harboring a vessel created by us.
He's being difficult. No, there's no way for me to turn it off. And Samakri says, "Oh
At which point,
no,
Duskin
you should not."
pulls out his plasma pistol and says, "Do we need to actually figure something out?"
Pridwin holds his hands up.
I wouldn't worry, Dustin. The Samakri is an intelligent construct. He would not dare to jeopardize the Inquisition's duties.
You know what? I have a short temper this morning. Can we just get this done?
I'm sure I can fix him.
No, he said I may perish, so let us just move on for the time being and deal with this later. I know we have things to do this morning. Pridwin will check his chrono and realize it's broken and just sigh. Of course it's broken. It was on my left arm anyways. Of course.
For awesome roleplay.
Oh, let me check the time. It's on his left arm. It got broken too. Oh, sad.
Yep. What do you do, guys?
Well,
Duskin refills his recap and tries to
Pridwin's-
pretend he's not actually close to death.
Pridwin's going to look around the room to see if he can find a deck of the Emperor's Tarot.
Yes.
I will look at the
Criticize
recap with great curiosity.
everything you need.
Stefan would pay tribute to the fallen of that have the great heroes that have fallen in the operation of the world upon that twisted world, as well as paying the respects towards his towards the lady Captain Tilia Stone.
She was killed in the blast. So with that, I'm gonna say you leave the room.
So-
I mean, I have nothing more to do.
You begin walking towards the war room. The door opens up. You're in an oval room about 50 square meters. There's a surrounding catwalk and bright oval monitors sort of stacked on top of each other. Flickering in the dark room, displaying images of lush landscape. Green as far as I can see. You assume one of the monitors displays an Imperial base on the planet RUND. Another image shows an unknown location. You also see pictures of somewhere that looks like a prisoner's quarters, gated rooms, and the Inquisitor is looking up at the monitors. Turns around when you enter. His face gets lit up by the blue light. He's a low stick that he slowly lowers and the room fills with smoke. As you step in, the door slides closed behind you.
Stefan would take a polite bow and then stand tall, ready to partaking in the exchange of information and in
Be
the
born.
tests of his duties.
Before we begin, do you have any questions for me?
Inquisitor, we have spent quite some time from away from Ceres Madness. Has there been any development regarding the planet?
The mutants have been eliminated. We have managed to distribute Samacin to the Council and the Assembly. Many cities had to be cleansed. Omicron, one of them. The Eldari presence is gone. Perhaps forever. Much thanks to your operation. You've done well. He turns over. One of the monitors is going to show a aerial view of the assembly. Something that looks like a small ship just hovering around in circles. We will remain here and monitor the situation for the coming weeks.
Understood. Has House Bravazun been truthful to their agreement that they offered the support that they have promised?
The Inquisition has far more resources than a Navigator House could offer. I retain their offers for a later date. You never know when the leverage of the Navigators can be useful.
Agreed, my lord.
He smiles slightly. A smile forms on one side of his mouth. He gives a slow nod. It's apparent from his expression that he appreciates Stefan's presence.
Stefan is satisfied with the answers he's got. He would leave the others to ask further questions.
Duskull ask, my lord, the Eldari that was in your quarters that said that they would assist, are they still on board? Because they didn't assist.
He looks over to the door. Back at you. Although you're not of the rank that you need to know, we only have one informant, and he is still among us.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I appreciate your candor, my lord.
He nods, this light tilt on his head. Anyone else?
Pridwin will just bow his head and shake his head as if to say, "It's not my place to ask questions of you, my lord."
A hologram is going to flicker in the opposite end of the room, showing places of interest. The Inquisitor is going to walk back and forth and point to it occasionally. He walks over to one of the monitors, showing a base on a green, colorful world. Again, it's an aerial view. Your experience makes you highly qualified for the journey to RUND. And this time you will have the support of the local forces stationed there. The Archconfessor, who you have met. He looks for confirmation.
Pridwin will shudder as he remembers the Archconfessor and his steely gaze, and just the fact that he's a witch hunter, like he's a prime amongst witch hunters, and that still scares him, even though he's been given this Emperor-blessed metal body that rid him of his corruption and his malignancies, but still for the fact that he bears just a faint enough trace of psychic power for that to still be a terrifying individual to him.
You get an inspiration point.
Duskin takes note of that and thinks to himself, must do better.
Lament will look at the Inquisitor in a concerning question. My lord, is there a plant life near that base?
Good question. You are the first to ask about the world and its nature. That is a good sign. RUND is full of unusual life. It seems when it swallowed our technology and slowly grew, it adapted. Much of the nature is able to swallow metal technology. And it seems any unnatural alien structure attracts the attention of the nature on their world, as if an immune system has been turned on, and the disease is technology.
I'm certain that the Mechanicus isn't too fond of this planet.
To say the least. He's gonna turn over, switch another monitor on.
Lament has a look of shock from this.
On the monitor you will see a series of plants being analyzed in a laboratory. Life bloom, mind mold, Namari leaf residue, drill root extract. The natives have many names. They're all poisonous. And every plant, every animal has the ability to extract it. Anyone it sees as hostile is instantly swallowed, as if all of nature coordinates to destroy it. As you know, the world of RUND was swallowed by the pandemonium. Many times when this happens, the world returns changed. Your predecessors have reports from the mission on Kul. You know that they encountered a broken world, leveled, like a ruined glass vase. The entire surface of the planet was crushed. When RUND disappeared into the pandemonium. It was a highly successful, technologically advanced industrial world. I do not have any illustrations, but I think most of you know what an industrial world looks like. Again, he looks up questioningly, drawing a huff from his glow stick.
As on the bridge, I presume there's a window that from the outside we can see Ceres Madness.
This room is
Stefan works.
completely sealed, but you know what Herxmagnus looks like, yeah.
Yeah, I would say I imagined I visited something similar to an industrial world recently, my lord.
Waving his hand in sort of a circular motion. Yes. Not exactly like Herxmagnus, but similar. The world was swallowed, and when it returned, this is what met us. Nature seems to have swallowed the cities, overgrown the highways. Millennia upon millennia passed. The people forgot their past and returned to primitive, sometimes insane traditions. Heretical. Yeah, it looks seriously concerned as he sort of looks to the ground. But we have several regiments of Imperial Guardsmen on the planet. The situation will soon be under control.
Glad to hear it.
The Arch-Confessor and some of your colleagues left before the battle with the Eldari, and I've been waiting on RUND for some time already. The cruiser won't take long to repair, so I have arranged a dropship that will take you to a small void ship for departure to the Asphodel Depths subsector. They will arrange a war room for you to communicate with Arc Terminal and arrange for your arrival.
Thank you, my lord, for this opportunity. With your blessings, we may depart immediately.
One last question, my lord.
He raises his eyebrows, his gaze turns to you.
Are there flame troopers down there? Or flamers?
An unusual question. Yes, we should have that on the world.
Oh, thank the Messiah.
He looks down, puzzled. Looks back up. Sort of jumping from each and every one of you. Your mission on RUND should not take as much time as the investigation on Herxmagnus. It is only a matter of time before we infiltrate the heretical elements, conspiring to pillage the ancient world. Askellon 1, our true destination. The presence of the Eldari has to be accounted for, as in all our operations from now on. But luckily, we have one of their agents to aid us.
Indeed, we will not be taken by surprise anymore, my lord. Their presence in our operations seems less and less as a random occurrence and more as a calculated assault, demanding that we should stop looking in whatever we're doing. However, the might of the righteousness cannot be withheld by such wicked spirits.
On your way to intercepting a gathering of sector navigators and traders to launch our expedition towards Askellon 1, All I ask now is that you organize and eventually rendezvous with a small outpost on the planet of RUND. As I said, it will only take a few weeks. Once you arrive, our resources on the planet will have laid the groundwork for your mission. To find the lost records of the first settlers to Askellon, preserved from the time before they were burned on Juno. He's gonna turn around and you're gonna see an orange, loud, large, highly technological world. Juno is the head of the sector council, lords of the sector. He turns around, looking for anyone to have any questions. Rund was thought destroyed by the pandemonium. The former developing world was very recently spat out and has been isolated by the Inquisition. Now, the ecosystem seems to have a hive-like mind to protect itself. Warp storms surrounding the world makes orbital travel and scanning costly. But we have established a permanence base of operations on Arc Terminal. Some of the less blasphemous and illiterate tribals have been drawing crude maps for us of the world and sharing what information they have of various places of interest. Now, the locals recently told our administrative sources of ancient texts in one of the buried cities deep beneath the world, which supposedly contains the original transcript of the settlers. The village elders memorized their existence and the librarium, and much of it has been preserved as their myths and legends. Perhaps you will learn more when you interrogate them. These primitive peoples claim that the librarium with the original transcripts, which will be invaluable when we approach Askellon 1, still exist. They claim the source as well as all the records are preserved by their elders before they lost the ability to maintain technology. A war band has been sent before you, but has not been heard from since. You will be in command of the outpost. Use them to gain access to the texts, and know that the fate of the world will be decided by your reports. Until we arrive at RUND, our astropaths will convey your command to the local troops. We are still in the process of understanding it. Strax fine. Kommer de? Det ska jag göra. Yes. Would that be all? You will not see me for a long time.
So Duskin's just going to be looking at the map. Sorry. So Duskin will just be looking at the map and listening to what's being said, and at the end just nod the head and say, okay. You know, not necessarily vocalized, but it's the sort of body language of saying, okay, may as well, let's do this.
Beautiful. All right, you leave the room, and after a little while, a dropship arrives.
Pridwin would be talking to Stefan as Pridwin now has a rather large gun and a large pack of ammo on his hip, as he's just like quickly talking with Stefan. How are you, Stefan? What do you mean this is for me?
You lack firepower. and I believe it will be necessary. However, use it wisely.
Understandably so. Third one would half the thing which people would realize is a autocannon fitted with suspensors. He just deftly moves it around. Just wow. This is
The
Thank you.
Emperor rewards the righteous, and you should not thank me, you should thank the Mechanicus Enclave on Lemnos. They have heard through my brothers of your predicament, and they also wish to, in their words, offer their blessings to the great machinery that was created.
Well, I will have to give them. Hopefully, I will give them thanks personally someday. But thank you for this. I do believe this could change the tide of battle if used judiciously.
Yes, I only pray that we don't have to use it.
Same here.
Stefan would pause for a second, thinking back of to a discussion that happened between him and the Inquisitor, hopefully privately. If I may, can I roleplay a discussion between
Yeah.
Stefan and the Inquisitor? As the rest of the acolytes were to move towards the dropship, Stefan would sit in the room, waiting in the room to address the Inquisitor directly and privately, saying, "My lord, you know that the Strola Progenium of Lemnos, the Peller Institute, has faithfully fulfilled its duties towards the Inquisition and towards the Imperium, providing agents and, well, technology necessary to fulfill the Emperor's will. I've been delegated by the head and of the Progenium, as well as the, well, ecclesiarchy presented on the that resides within Lemnos, as it is a holy world. We request that you would also permit a biologist group to study further this planet, as we believe that it will offer great insight in the problems that plagued Lemnos recently. As I am aware, as you are aware, Lemnos has been beset by the aliens, and ever since our fruits became poison, our flowers gained thorns, and from a paradise that was this holy world, guarded by the first tree planted by the Emperor, it considers, the biosphere of Lemnos considers all life upon it somewhat hostile, and the saint which resides in the first tree is in turmoil. We hope that the biologists will be able to possibly, hopefully, restore Lemnos to what it once was.
Do you go back to the quarters and say this to the Inquisitor?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, why not?
He would look at you kind of concerned. The Gothic sector is far from where we are. I cannot guarantee that you will ever return, Stefan.
I am aware.
But
I am also aware of this fact every time I am deployed.
if anything at all is brought to my attention, I will let you know.
Thank you, my lord.
Just gonna give a single nod. slowly turn around.
You would leave the room.
Excellent. Get an inspiration point, and as you fly with the dropship, you get a large, down to the small void ship, you get a large, comfortable barrack with bunk beds to sleep in, a small facility for yourselves with highly advanced communication devices. Everything you would ever need is accounted for. You also have access to the ship's astropath. As you get acquainted, you hear that the Confessor has already arrived a long time ago, and he has sanctioned a retaliatory attack against one of the local tribes. Months have passed as the Arch-Confessor, who left for RUND when you pursued the craft world. Remember, the battle on the craft world took a long time. So he is already on RUND and has taken command of the operation. The Confessor has ruthlessly put some of the locals through torturous interrogations. As the reports pour in, you hear of him speaking of them as animals. He's interrogating them to find out whether they're hiding the location of the ancient and overgrown data loom vaults. In one of the reports, the tribesmen have revealed the location of their cavernous hive in one of the mountains. A small task force has been sent to capture the head of their tribe and to wipe out any resistance on the way. These may also rally the stationed guardsmen who believe that a curse has been cast on them by the local shaman. On your screen, you're going to see sort of all these reports going back and forth, and yes. Can you see anything at all?
You see the map?
Excellent.
It's in the very middle, isn't it?
Yes. That is
Yeah, it's all good.
That is correct. As the cars drive out from Arc Terminal, you're gonna see basically wind and sand, just a wall of sand kick up in front of you. You have been given a target by the Arch-Confessor. You are sitting in a couple of what seems to you like militarized jeeps, what would appear to us as that. The wheels are heavy, everything is armored. You have a couple of them, and you're driving to this desert landscape. All of you are now your ultimate characters.
Oh no! I was right. This is the space Vietnam.
Yeah,
Oh no!
it is. Oscar is Tavi. Private Cleo, who's that?
Me.
Private Morpheus, Captain Morpheus. Who's Captain
I think
Morpheus?
that's Dark.
James.
Yeah.
Private Isant, Duskin.
I believe that's me, yep.
Paratus, Cool's Kid. Your sheet is all the way at the bottom. Okay, so looking up at the beautiful landscape in front of you, you can now envision like any desert palm landscape you've seen. As soon as you hit the side of the mountain, you're going to see more green, lush landscape. The troops are fairly familiar with the landscape, so you have no trouble making it there. I do, however, need one of you to take a navigate test. Minus 10.
Navigate surface.
That's right.
Oof, do it, Dustin.
Okay, Lucio.
degrees of success.
So you're sort of leaning over the hood of the roofless vehicle, pointing in different directions. Who's driving?
Not me.
Don't tell me. None of you have operate.
I have operative service 1. Anyone got higher?
Nice.
Let me check. Oh, you said operative something, right?
Duskin. Anyone can roll a D100.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Don't roll high. Don't roll high. High is bad. Low is good.
I am not.
Screw it, I'll do
That
it.
ain't
I'm
me.
doing it. I'm going 35.
Nice. All right. You arrive at the just the tip of the mountain. Looking up, you can see this beautiful, lush landscape up in front of you. There's basically the side of a mountain. You look up it and you can't see the entrance to a cave. However, everything is tiny from where you're standing. Do any of you have binoculars?
I do. Since I'm an Imperial Guardsman, I'll take my binoculars and I'll put it up to my visored helmeted face and be looking around.
Beautiful. You lean up, your equipment sort of clanking and making noise as you stand up, heavily armed. You look up to the side of the mountain and you can do an awareness test plus 10.
Alrighty, awareness test plus 10.
Yes.
Alrighty,
As you
there we go.
As you sit there, you can see a large bird slowly hovering above you, flapping its wings. Further in, you see the glittering of the sun sort of hitting the side of the mountain. There is a slight mist hanging over it. As you look up, there's just an endless wall of green. Back and forth. In the end, you see a sort of a bunch of trees that have been cut down. Absolute evidence of someone having manipulated that area.
I'll jab with my elbow as I'm sort of like leaning over, jab one of my other guardsmen in the side. Hey, trees, cut down, up there. Look, and I'll give them the binocular and guide their head to look at the spot where the trees are cut down. That looks a little suspicious.
I presume Ostral would be standing next to him. So this old sighter would grab with his long fingers, almost wrapping themselves around the binoculars, looking at it. Yes, it seems to have been manipulated by some form of intelligence being. This means a sort of civilization, if not those primitives.
That's fucking awesome. Nice, man. What's your character's name, Pridwin?
This would be Private Cleo, as everyone knows him, the medic and sniper of the group.
Awesome.
He never takes off his helmet, but that doesn't really matter when he's as good a shot and good a doc as he is. But as Oscar would yank the binoculars away from him, he'll just mumble under his breath, "Stupid witches.
In the chair, you're gonna see.
Why did I have to be paired with the witch?
You're gonna see.
It's my duty to help him if he gets hurt. Can't they do that themselves with their warp devilry?"
You're gonna see Private Isant in the front seat. You turn around. Do you have your helmet on?
Me?
Duskin.
Oh.
He does have his helmet on, and as they've now stopped, he is pulling out a bit of a ration pack and is nibbling on a biscuit. And is, quite frankly, had a rather bored expression on his face, as in they've done this many times before, and all they've had to deal with is plants, or the odd occasional savage with a couple of spears or maybe an autogun at worst, and it's just, when the hell do we get rotated out of here?
You're hot, you're sweaty.
So
your
he's
uniform
just
is sticking to your skin.
Mhm.
It just stinks. You hate this place. Probably true for all of you.
very much so.
From his pack, what's his name? Cleo will get out some glow sticks for everybody and just hold them all like in between his fingers, and like just offer them to anybody who wants it. And all would notice that like he's not wearing his gloves. He has like just his plain hands out, and his fingernails are painted in an array of different colors.
As your vehicle
Glow
is
sticking.
parked under some branches, you look up. Do you want to say or talk to each other?
Glow sticks, anyone?
Sweet
I'll take
bounties of
one.
the Emperor, as he snatches quickly one from between your fingers, lighting it up.
Asant will take one, light it, and then at the same time reach his hand behind his back with the lit cigarette lighter, essentially, for you to light yours.
He won't smoke one himself. He'll just, once he sees everybody has gotten the ones they want, he'll just put them back in his pack. Well,
God damn it, why don't you just give them out if you don't actually smoke them? Trade them for God's sakes. Extra water, extra
Getting onto that.
rations. You have to be smart.
Cleo will just lean back in his seat and shrug. Just, And he would put his arm
No one's going to
monotest.
No one's going to do this for you. You need to actually think smart. We're in it for a short time. You may as well make it as comfortable as possible. So it is. I don't know how many times I've told you this.
Nice, you get inspiration points.
Don't be too hard on the private. You will have time to learn the intricacies of the Astra Militarum. We were all green at the beginning.
You were green at one time. You look rather pale and ashen, I'd have to say now.
I do not understand what you're meaning. I'm in the prime of my life. We catechans are hard to put down.
You look like you are a step
Yes,
away
Uncle, hold
from
this-
joining the Emperor's table.
Let's add
Or
this
at least something after his table.
He would laugh, saying, "Worry not, boys. I feel the winds shifting. Something interesting is finally gonna happen, relieving us of this boredom we're facing."
Don't ask for excitement while we necessarily need not any. I only have so many supplies to stitch you all back together if you get blown to bits. And these supplies are very expensive and useful. I don't want to waste them on idiots who do not realize how important they are.
As long as you stitch me back together first, that's all that matters.
You younglings should learn to live a little.
Isn't that what got your last medic killed? Living a little?
Well, if he was living a little, he wouldn't be dead now.
Ah, you stupid witch. You talk in riddles and make things so annoying.
How was it he
As he
died
begins
again?
on
Did
the-
he go for a piss in the bush or something? Or
If
something along those lines? Or
From what I remember, he, I think he ate, the story I got, he ate something that he thought was a ration, but was actually a terribly, terribly, terribly toxic plant, and he bloated up like a balloon and popped like one too.
Nonsense, nonsense. Both of you are wrong. It is obvious that he tried to go outside to investigate further. However, the cliff opened its mouth and it swallowed him whole.
Just as you say that, a
That's
bird,
not what I
a
heard.
bird,
I
like,
heard-
croaks out loudly.
What was that?
A
Ah.
bird sort of flies out of the jungle over your heads just at the same moment. Looking up, you can see the nature is teeming with life.
Cleo he'll just shake his head and he'll look over all his weapon, his long las rifle that he's painted black and green, but on the section above the like where the charge pack would be stuck in is scraped out and written in red Medicaid in quotes. And then he'll look over his combat shotgun that has like a small drum mag, just double checking it and cleaning it again. He'll fold out the bow that he has on his hip and check the quiver he has, just like rubbing some wax down the string. And then his baby, the thing that's sitting in his lap, is a large, imposing castigator heavy crossbow, suited to look like it's a part of the brush with paint and camouflage netting attached to it.
Awesome. You can describe your characters to each other if you want, because I have to go and round it off here. You all get 300 XP, and
Okay.
you get them to your main characters.
For any character. Okay.
Next week, we continue.
Nice.
Okay.
Please, Dustin, proceed with your description.
Well, the description of my character is he is a bronzed behemoth. So it is with what he called a red bandana. So it's showing he is from the planet of Karachan. So it is he has on his lap is a hotshot lasgun, which has Medicaid written across the side in a rather piss-takey way of Cleo. So it is, and then it's basically a massive, great big bowie knife and just the paraphernalia of a jungle fighter. So water bottles, grenades. That's basically him.
Nice. Well, for Ostal, you'd see him very rarely out of his environmental suit that keeps him very comfortable in this rough, heaty world. You'd see him from time to time removing his helm, on which it's written "Born to Purge," as you'd see red bandana attached to the back of the helm, but not to his head directly. You'd see his face, which is very ashy. His eyes are also the same color. His hair is a lot darker, but still not black, more like black ash, more like unnatural. Needless to say, most likely the result of, well, being a psyker. He has very long fingers and he is not shy about using them to trip, especially new fledglings, new recruits with them. Nothing more than equipped with his bandana that uses it as a psi focus and his last gun. He's ready to fulfill the Emperor's will.
Good stuff.
Man, I look so
Sounds
forward to
pretty
playing
cool.
these characters, this dynamic.
Haha. Sorry.
I actually just added what he called Medicaid on after you said that you had some called Medicaid, so I just wrote it on the side of my lad's gun.
Cleo, even though you can't see his eyes, because he always keeps his helmet on. Like, he never takes it off. Like, you can tell, like, he turns to you as he sees you scribble it on there. Like, he just gives you, like, a tired, like, really sort of look. Like,
Oh no, this was done weeks ago.
oh,
So it was.
I guess as he
Whenever-
notices
yeah.
it, then he'll just look down to it and then look back up to you, like, and he'll just ask, really, the point of this being...
You'll get a massive grin and a thumbs up.
Well, I see that someone has rejected my medical services, and he'll just then light a glow stick and like the little gas mask tubes, and he'll just pop it in there, just like unscrew one and just pop it in, and you just see him start smoking it at like a jank angle and just shaking his head at you.
Oh, don't be like that. Life's too short.
Yes, yours especially will be, and he'll clap you and pat you on the shoulder, all in good fun.
You'd see moving in between, very small. His All-Star, he's 1 meter point 55
Holy
height.
shit.
Yeah, he's very small. Being like, just cackling and stuff. I'm doing the random things, however, whenever you would ask about him, they seem perfectly logical. Sometimes he would move in circles, with intertwining his fingers.
I'm going to lead back up and just like whisper into
Isn't.
Izant, whisper into Izant's ear. Why do we have? Sorry to ask again, but why do we have a witch with us?
I don't know. What are you asking me for?
You seem to be the one in charge here. I haven't seen anyone else with more sense than you, other than me, but that doesn't count.
At which point then he actually pulls down and shows private. So there's the same rank as you, man. I just do as I'm told.
Oh. Wow. This is...
You know what?
This is...
What you need to do? What you need to do is when the brass actually arrive, walk up to the guy with the shiniest hat and ask him what the fuck's going on. If it's peaked, he'll know, and he'll tell you.
I like having my innards stay inside of me. I won't be able to stitch myself back up after that massive show of my idiocy and a bolt gun to the teeth. After that, I know not to ask stupid questions.
You're the Regimental Information Service?
As the voice begins to ring.
And
Yeah,
nobody will
2
be
seconds.
there.
Yes, but yes, they are the... You have to remember that they are the Regimental Information Service, so you should definitely ask them any questions. And he says this with a massive grin on his face.
You know, all three of us sitting here, two private, or a medic, a private, and a psycho, that sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. But unfortunately, it's my life right now, so let us do what we're here to do. I'll keep you patched up. Oh, times. And with a deep, you can hear him inhale. He'll finish off that low stick as it crumbles into the little bit of ash. He'll tilt his helmet and hit the side as the ash falls out. That little like gas mask thing he opened up so he could smoke it, and he screws it back on. And you hear him sigh as he looks down, like just double checks all his gear again, and then leans on the servo task skull that's hovering right beside him in the vehicle. Oh, brother Leo, you're the only one that makes sense here. And the servo task skull will give him, like, you fool, a sort of, if a servo task skull could get, like, show emotion, it looks at Cleo disappointedly.
And as you say that, Ostral would join you very quickly, shuffling towards you a bit crookedly. However, he feels perfectly comfortable, saying, "Wait, there's more. I've learned more. It appears that the Inquisition has also taken knowledge of our dreams here. They seem quite vested and interested about about this planet and the secrets it holds."
Cleo goes silent for a moment just before he slowly shakes his head, just like, "It is not my place to question, nor am I paid well enough to do so."
I knew it. The cards were like, truly, this will be the greatest achievement of my life.
The cards? What are you talking about? You? Oh, and from his back pocket, Cleo will pull out just a deck, and he'll open it up and flip up a card to show a card of the Emperor's Tarot. The card that he drew was, well, it was the Great Eye. That's the card that he just popped up with his thumb at random to show Askellon.
Buffoon, those are not the cards I'm referring to.
You're not talking about the Emperor's Tarot.
Oh, I offer you a much greater and holy wisdom. As he pulls a card, as he pulls a deck with, and from within the deck he pulls a card with a woman on it. It seems like a deck of playing cards with a woman on it. Saying, Beatrice, she's Lady Luck. Yes, we're indeed lucky. And he shuffles it back together, putting them back, looking at you, saying, "Trust me, the Emperor bestowed us women for they hold greater knowledge than us. And women, they're private. This is the doing then and doing man."
Cleo's just gone quiet. He's like, you can tell he's confused now. He just silently takes the cards out and shuffles them because he seems a bit unnerved at the prospect of drawing the Great Eye. He shuffles them, flips them, and shuffles them one time, put them back in the deck, and puts them back in his back pocket. And he just looks to his hand like, "Please help me."
Isant was just away in a wee daze, half asleep, half not, and wasn't really listening to what was going on. And as he notices that someone's staring at him, goes, "Yeah, what? What's up?"
"So your gun,
Cart?
what kind of gun is that? What kind of las gun is that? Seems rather interesting. Haven't seen one of that, at least in my experience."
Canadian pattern hotshot.
Oh, interesting.
Here, have a go.
Cleo would take it gently and just look around. Just like look it over. He's not going to fire it. He's just going to examine it. This is rather exquisite. Yeah, thank you for letting me take a look at it. And he'll hand it back.
It's not really much than anything else. It's just what he called the shorter version of a las rifle. Says, because, well, Kidia, jungle planet, lots of things trying to kill you. You don't want to get your gun snagged in a tree branch whenever you're trying to fight off something.
I miss home.
I know it's awesome, wasn't it?
And at getting gun snagged, you would see that for the group Medicaid, he's rather well equipped. He has that long lass slung over his shoulder, like a combat shotgun, like on his back, the Castigator heavy crossbow in his lap, and like the little fold out bow and arrow on his like almost in like a sheath on his hip.
You seem a little bit over encumbered.
It's not that heavy.
Actually,
It's surprisingly light.
Why do you need so many weapons?
The bow is a holdout. The Castigator heavy crossbow is if I see something disagreeable and I don't want it to be there anymore. And the long lass is for just general all-purpose.
Okay.
Before I became a Medicaid, I was the group sniper until I had to fill the role of, oh, a Medicaid died. Cleo, don't you have some knowledge? Well, yes, I may have stitched people together back at the Hive. That does not make me a doctor or a Medicaid by any stretch of the measure. But I went with it, and here I am.
With this, I will actually look across at sorry, Stefan, what's your character's name?
Oscar?
I'll look across at Oscar with a rather so we have basically a dentist, what do you call it, looking after us.
I'm not a dentist.
You may as well be.
You're not a dentist.
I am.
Yeah, a dentist has skill. What skill do you have as a Medicaid? What training?
I have all the Medicaid training. After the fact, I was pushed into the role of group Medicaid. I decided to study and become the best at it I could be.
Book learning.
Book learning
Oh,
and...
geez. You see, this is what is wrong with the guard. Oh my god.
You see Oscar shaking his head. God, I used to be where I was.
How many patients have survived?
27 out of 32.
27?
Out of 32.
I'm calling Grox down on that.
Light combat unit, most certain.
Well,
fire.
No,
crowd control.
I have
That's
to
what
thank...
it was. It was crowd control in the Hive, wasn't it?
He'll slap the servo chest, or the servo skull he has. Well, I do have this to help assist me, and if I perish the thought, assist you all. It's my little helper.
Look, listen, there's nothing wrong with dealing with our bitey boo-boos. That needs to be dealt with as well. Everything in the service of the Emperor.
The more you speak, the more I think you don't want medical attention if you ever need it. His voice is starting to break out into you can tell he's this back and forth. He's getting a chuckle out of this.
He'll look to Oscar and say, he says medical attention.
And with a whistle, he just hefts the Castigator heavy crossbow, puts out the arms of it, and just mimes loading a bolt in it, and just pointing it at you, but it's completely empty. There's no bolt on it.
You'd see Ursula putting his ass out with both of his palms on his ass, saying, "Hey, sharpshooter, hit the center of the target."
and with that, he'll snap back the legs of the crossbow, and he'll just go to. Oh, at least you all have humor. My other team could not take a joke. Oh, I think we're all going to be the best of friends. Don't take my harsh demeanor as I don't like you. I just can't perish idiots. I'll suffer them. I can't suffer idiots, but I wish they would perish and suffer, but...
Wow. Memory serves, you're in the right place within the Astra Militarum. There are no idiots here. As he begins to laugh to himself.
Yeah, there's no idiots here. We all knew exactly what we were getting into whenever we volunteered. Anyway, anyone have any idea why we're out here, and what is that confessor about?
I don't really know, but do they give you the creeps?
You asked me, I've seen that kind before. Very not pretty. At least for people like me. I don't know about you, but they definitely...
Oh, you don't like him? Then he shall be my fast friend.
You know what, next time I'll watch you sleep at night. See if that makes you feel better.
It's the eyes. It is. I mean...
I have never felt more threatened by anything in my life, and I have been shot at by many a thing. But that right there is what terrifies me.
Well, yeah, that's what I have to deal with this guy. That's me, something is fishy about him.
So, wait,
Well,
something's fishy about him.
Cleo has had this, you know, Cleo has had to go up against little hive schoolgirls, so, you know, hero of the Imperium, right here.
Wow.
Might as well call me Caiaphas Cain while we're at it. And he'll just lightly pop you in the back of the head.
Oh.
Yeah, but with this, Izan goes a little bit dark and goes, yeah, he's no good. He's a man that'll sacrifice a world for a person.
Oh.
Well, gentlemen,
That's my personal opinion away.
Also, correction, this is my proper medical check.
oh shit, that's pretty good. Wait, fuck, why can't I fucking roll 20 instead?
Oh.
But yeah, it's been fun for me. I gotta go. I gotta go eat lunch.
Same. Gentlemen,
Oh, I love
Yeah, gotta go as well.
I love the dynamic already between our characters. I love it.
I'm not gonna lie, it fucking hurts my throat to put on this set.
Suffer. You're a psyker. You should suffer anyways.
Fuck off.
Suffering's life, dude.
Oh, I thought we had dodged Space Nom, but here we are.
Nope.
Also,
Well, at least it's not your main character.
Yeah, but also, I may have made a boo-boo when it comes to Cleo. I am not carrying any ration packs.
Oh fuck.
We can make rations out of stuff like the birds.
Do you have survival?
Yeah, I have 3 in survival.
Yeah, we're gonna use that for a lot of things. Also,
You know what? I've actually not actually equipped my character yet. So how many ration packs do you guys generally have?
I can tell.
I gotta go.
Yeah, see you, dude.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Put dusting. Let me check real quick. Actually, I don't think I even have fucking armor on my dude. Oh yeah, I do have.
So it's because I literally actually just copied over the las gun because I thought, oh shit.
Yeah, same. I have 5 ration packs.
They're a pound each. And 5 water. That's gonna be a pound each.
Well, keep in
That's
mind.
10 pounds.
Keep in mind, I also have a backpack. Because why the fuck wouldn't you have a backpack?
I'm just kind of hoping we're not going to be humping it. I suppose. But
Yeah.
I get a feeling we are.
Also, I'll have to get some Forbidden Lore too. Because I meant for to take it. Also, to put my fucking psychic abilities in order. But yeah, it should be fine. Don't worry, guys.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's 3 of us right here. We're in a car. We're chilling. We're smoking. All we need is a couple of drinks, and we're like literally on holiday. You know, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the Imperial Guard. You know how it is. Hurry up.
Yeah, everything's fine before it's not. You
Yeah.
know.
Yup.
Right. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit.
Okay, same here. I'm gonna go off with something to see if tell us.
Yeah, I need to deal with what he called mother-in-law drama.
Oh,
So,
fuck. My
catch you in a bit.
May the Emperor have mercy.
I know. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Bye.
See ya.